Mariah here. It's such a pleasure, honor, and a privilege to be back, to be here, to be reading for you. Hopefully you guys are good. This is the last time you're going to ever see me in this apartment ever again. I'm moving out. I'm gone as of today. So hopefully you guys are doing really well. So let's see what you guys need to know for the month of October. What is it that my Leos need to know for the month of October? I'm neutrals. That's from here, neutrals. So I'm not sure if you're wearing like creams or just maybe because it's the fall, but like creams, browns, grays, very neutral, soft colors. There's something about needing to feel comfortable, needing to feel cozy, needing to feel like you have your grounding. We got the Ten of Cups in the reverse, the Nine of Swords. We got the Moon in the reverse. Two more. I'm also hearing ginseng tea. So I don't know if somebody's drinking tea right now, is a tea drinker, or specifically maybe the health benefits from ginseng tea would be really beneficial for you at this time. May I have another card here for my Leos? Thank you. We got the Eight of Swords. One more. The Fool. Five of Swords in the reverse. And the Devil in the reverse underneath that. Something definitely didn't work out here for you, Leo. And it's got you in your head. Why are you stressing about it? And even if you're not like stressing, because stress is a wasted emotion, right? It doesn't change an outcome, just like worry does not change an outcome. You're still gonna have to deal with what's going on, whether you're worrying or not. So just be cautious of your thoughts. But what is it? Something here didn't work out for you that you thought was fulfillment, that you really thought was in alignment with you. Maybe you took a risk on something and maybe that risk didn't pay out really well. Maybe you wanted to take a risk, and I don't mean just a reckless risk, but I'm talking about a calculated risk. You may have wanted to take a calculated risk on something and weren't able to. But something's being revealed to you, and I like this because this is getting out of your own way. The Devil in the reverse and the Five of Swords, that's the bottom underlying energy. You got to get out of your own way here in regards to something, and it feels like you are doing that. But there's definitely a mental clog here when it comes to your thoughts in regards to something that didn't work out. You know what this feels like? Ooh, okay. All right, well, let's go there, Leo. Let's go there, because I know exactly what this feels like, and this is not going to resonate. It can't, and that's the one thing about tarot, it cannot resonate for everybody. So that's why I say at times, like, I know this only has to reach maybe like a handful of people, because in my mind, there's no way that this can reach as many people as far as resonating. So even what I'm getting ready to tell you, this falls into that same category. Instinctively, it feels like you are parallel. Oh, this is so weird. It feels like you are parallel to what it is that you want. You think something didn't work out, which in the 3D, yes, it may have not worked out, or you may have not been able to take that chance or that leap into something, or maybe when you did, it just didn't play out the way that you wanted to. But that was, and I know this is so cliche to say that's a part of the plan, but in regards to what I'm talking about, you're parallel, and I don't know if you see this. You're parallel to where you're supposed to go, or what is supposed to work out for you. I got to give you an example to break down this energy that is just coming through so hard right now, Leo. As a personal example of what this is, as you know, I'm in the process of moving, and I've been stressed about it for months for a lot of other reasons outside of just literally moving. And for the longest, for months, I was so emotionally or mentally upset because I didn't know where I was going to move. I didn't know where to go. And it just triggered those inner childhood wounds of not feeling like you had a home, feeling like you don't have grounding in life, like you don't belong anywhere. And now that I couldn't find a place, I just felt like I didn't belong anymore. Like it, back in my childhood, there was a triggering emotion. However, the way that it played out is so slick by the universe. The whole time, little did I know, from my current apartment, for 13 months, I've been looking at my new place that I was going to move to, and I didn't know until last night. And when I actually looked at it and saw it, and it clicked. And because of other circumstances surrounding it that added more of an auspicious nature to it, it's like the universe has aligned me. Before I even knew I was going to move there, before I even knew I was going to stay in Texas another year, the universe aligned me in direct sight of where I was going to go to next. And that place that I'm moving to next is going to be very beneficial for my growth and development overall. But I had no clue. So all those nights I was stressed, worried, crying, upset because of a lot of other things that were being triggered within me. The whole time, Spirit, the universe was like, no, we're placing you in alignment. You just can't see it yet. And it's not time for it to be revealed. And it wasn't revealed until the last day that I'm supposed to be in this building. That was revealed to me that, oh my God, I've been in alignment this entire time. I only give you that example, not to talk about me, because I don't really like talking about me, but I give you that example because that's what this feels like, Leo. It's like, and that's why I wonder if you notice that you are in alignment or you're parallel to where you're supposed to go. I'm a believer, and this is what's coming through as well. Like, I'm a believer in you're shown glimpses of your future in your present. And that's what's happening to you. You're being shown glimpses of your future in your present. But it's one of those things where we look back in hindsight and said, oh my God, this entire time the universe has had me in alignment or very parallel to where I was planning to go this whole time, even when I didn't know it, or even when I couldn't make sense of it, or even when I couldn't figure it out, or even when I didn't know how I was going to get there, or how it was going to happen, or if it was going to unfold for me. The universe already knew multiple steps ahead that this is where you're going to go next. You don't need to worry about it. We already got you in alignment. You just have to allow life to play out as it may. In the end, fate and where you're meant to be is still going to happen for you. Even when I wanted to be in control and hold on to that situation. So I say that because you may be in a state because something didn't work out, and it may be feeling like, Leo, it didn't work out for you for whatever the reason, right? Maybe the universe is being upset at you. Maybe somebody else had a hand at it. Maybe, you had a hand at something not working out for you. It can play out in so many different ways, but it is playing out the way that it's supposed to play out. But we look at that specific event and we isolate it, and we say to ourselves at times, well, if it didn't work out in this situation, well, it wasn't meant to be, but it was. We got to look at the broader scope. And I love this. It's a weird energy though, because it's like I want to just shake your shoulder and say, look, you're parallel to what you've been trying to manifest, or what you've been praying about or crying about for your future, and that you've really been desiring, whether it's money, whether it's job, whether it's your love life. Because with the 10 of Cups, that's overall, this could be feeling content in all aspects, just having a higher quality of life and well-being. So this can apply to a different area or different areas of your life, but that's where it feels like you're being geared towards. And you got to remember, people make mistakes when stumbling uphill. That's a very true testament. People do make mistakes when stumbling uphill, but it's like the stumbles that you took was only moving you uphill further and further. It wasn't derailing you. It wasn't taking you off course. It wasn't placing you in a different circumstance that you weren't supposed to be in. It's moving you to where you need to be. But you got to remember, you cannot receive with a clutch fist. You get what I'm saying? You can't receive with a clutch fist. And if I'm getting a lot of fears or anxiety or just stress, just feeling like you got a lot of mental clog or fog, or just a lot of mental thoughts just pinging at you, just hitting you, right? You got a lot of mental stuff just coming at you. It's I mean, it is such a unique way to put this. But your fist is closed when we're in those kind of mental states. because we hold on to some sense of control, because at least with control we can have some form of grounding, right? But you gotta relinquish this so that way you can receive, and that way you can start to see how things are going to play out, or how things are playing out for you. Because again, like I mentioned at the beginning, worry is a wasted emotion. You're already parallel to what you've already prayed for and asked for. I want to know, just to kind of get back into this, jump back into these cards, because I didn't want to stay too far left, but I want to see what this Fool is about here really quick. Why is this Fool here? Three of Cups. Yeah. And then the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You're being placed in alignment with what you've already asked for, Leo. Then that's exactly what this is telling me about. So for October, I would ask and recommend, become more cognizant of certain things that are playing out, certain signs, certain people that you meet, certain circumstances, even certain words, keywords, trigger words that people may say. Because in the month of October, if it's not coming into fruition, which I don't know, this feels very, and that's probably why I was picking up those neutral and teas and just very comforting energy. Because October, you may start to actually see, or it may be revealed to you, what you've already prayed for coming to fruition in the month of October. Others of you, you're going to start seeing things in your day-to-day life that aligns with the future, or aligns with what you've prayed for. So just be very aware, because even in those moments when you start to see little synchronicities, when you start to see little nuances and things that just, they start to line up in an auspicious way, take heed to that you're being shown what's getting ready to happen for you. But you may not fully digest it or understand it until it happens. I love this. I love this for you, Leo. I absolutely love this. October is going to be really interesting. I keep saying that, but October is going to be a really interesting month for you. And I'm excited to be here with you guys throughout the entire journey and seeing what comes through in this month, because I think this is going to be a really interesting month for you guys. So I'm going to go. I love you guys. I literally have to move all my stuff out my unit and get to packing and leaving. So catch you guys next time. I love you. Next time you see me, I'll be in my new place, and I can't wait. Bye, Leo.